Well, hello again. This is a special day because your friendly neighborhood duck fan is back. So today we're going to be doing sprouts, specifically broccoli. So you get a bag of these, I think these 8 ounces, yeah, from Amazon or wherever. Right? I think I paid like $10 about 2 years ago. Still have them. There's a lot in there. So you get your broccoli sprouts because there's not a lot of folks here. I make a small batch at a time, and I can just keep them going, right? So you get a jar like that, a lid with a hole, right? And then the screen. This is your typical window screen, right? I had an extra roll, brand new roll that I used what I needed, and I still had it. So I cut some squares, right, brand new, and you just take it and put it over there, throw the jar, right, and you just push down firmly and screw it on. You can cut the edges off if you want. And then you take your seeds. Right? I just take a teaspoon. Right? Heaping teaspoon, a little bit heaping. Like that. Put them in there. And then you can also take a little bit of water. Might get to about, I don't know, 90 degrees or so, just to get it kind of warm. It's a good Kickstarter for the microgreens, and something really special about these microgreens. You really want to go online if you're curious to see the special elements that these are in, what they do for your body. It's pretty crazy. And so I don't remember all the names of everything. It's okay. I do lots of different things, and I don't remember all the jargon. But it's pretty special elements that are in microgreens. And so you take your warmed up water. Make sure it's not too hot. I got a little gauge. Got a little gauge here. All right. Get in there, give it a little check, and it is 104 degrees. That's too warm. So we'll dump a little bit out. Put a little cooler water in there, stir it around a little bit. Somewhere around 80, 90 is good. Okay, we got 88. Perfect. Take that water, right? Just put it right on in there, like that. Take the lid, put it on there. Regular mason jar lid. Screw it down. Shake it up. Shake it up, baby, now. Right? Get those kind of settle in and get them all worked up in there. Then take the lid off. Take the screen. Put it over your jar. Square it a little bit. Push firmly down. Right? And voila. You got your starter microgreens. Broccoli microgreens. Very good stuff for you. Right? We've already nibbled on these. These are microgreens. For about 5 days. They do better in the spring, summer, fall. Warmer weather in the house. I keep my house kind of chilly, so they grow a little slower. So when I rinse them out, I use warm water, about 85 degrees. Let them soak in it for a minute or two, just to warm the microgreens back up, get them stimulated. Like, oh, it's still warm weather. I'm okay. So so you'll have this kind of finished product microgreens, just like you buy at the store, right? Just like you buy at the store, microgreens, huh? Those packages, I don't know what they are nowadays for a little package, $4, $5, wherever they are. These are pennies. This is pennies in comparison. So, and you can just keep the cycle going. Like you start one in 3 days or 4 days, depends on how often you like to eat them. Then another 3, 4 days, you start another one, another 3, 4, and you just keep, keep it going. So when you get done with one jar, it's important to take this screen out and rinse it well, because what happens is the bacteria will get in those cracks and crevices of the lid and grow, and when they die, they'll leave their little minerals behind and cause a rust ring, right? Now, the rust is not a problem. You just take it out and you just wash with soap and water around the rust ring a little bit, get all that off. Rinses off pretty good. The rest of it's just stain from the bacteria that was left there. Yeah, keep it rinsed off. That way you can just keep using it for, forever. And you also want to clean your ring each time. So when you're, because it'll rust too. Those the microbes will get in there and thrive and then die, and then because they have minerals, it'll rust your ring. So then I just come over to my power sprayer, give it a little clean. Sometimes you might want to take a little wire brush and get any rust off now and then. Keep that cleaned up, right? It's called maintenance, right? And so, so this goes back on there. And this is my ongoing microgreens. Right, still nibbling on those. So what you want to do with these, along with the ones I just showed you, so 2 to 3 times a day, you want to fill it up with some warm water. Mic it for like 15 seconds, 10 seconds. Get that temperature up to about 80, 90, right around there. And so this will soak, the first session, you'll soak that for 24 hours. Just leave it like it is, 24 hours. And so after 24 hours, you just tip it over, you dump it, right? You dump it out, get some more warm water, and pour some warm water in there. I just refill the jar, warm it up for about 15 seconds, test it with my little laser temperature tester. Works pretty good. And pour it in there, rinse it around really good, because it'll grow bacteria quick. You don't want to skip a day. You'll be throwing it out. This is about routine, right? It's all about routine, success, routine, same thing. So routine. So yeah, you'll just drain it out, put your water back, put your new water in there. That's it. And so what I do is I'll get another empty mason jar after I drain it out, and I just go, because you want all that water to drain out of there. You don't want your microgreens sitting in water, right? So you want it to air out, right? Because it will mildew fairly quickly. So you just do that, right? And you just set it somewhere in the sunlight, kind of. They'll get, the more light it gets, the darker green it'll get. If you keep it in a dark place, it's not going to get as green. So it just depends what you want. Sometimes I like them a darker green. Sometimes I like them a lighter green. I don't know. The flavor is like pepper. I don't know, spicy, a little bit. Pretty interesting. Really healthy for you. Does amazing things for the body. And so now I got 2 of them going on here, and you can have obviously as many as you like going on. And then once if you're not going to use, you've got like, oh, I haven't used those. So once you think they're fully done, at that point put them in the fridge. I'd recommend put them in a little paper bag or something, not in a Ziploc baggie. Something that helps keep them drier, because you don't want them to mildew, right? Moisture is not good. But eat them within 3-4 days, like that, from the fridge. And you can just keep that party going on, until your bag is empty, and you gotta go, oh my gosh, I gotta go back on Amazon or wherever you can pick them up, right? And so that is it for microgreens. Now you can do that obviously with any seeds. If you come across a bunch of, say, radish seeds, and you can do the same thing with radishes, microgreen radishes, right? They grow really quick, as fast as the broccoli. I take these, and when I want to get my broccoli going in the garden, I get these started. I just go, out of the garden, drop one here, and I have one over there. I want one growing there. Yeah, and they come up in the backyard. I got a bunch of broccoli right now growing in the backyard. That's all flowering, getting ready to go to seed, and they'll end up in this bag. grow my own seeds, right? And so that is today's lesson. And thank you for joining and learning this cool thing. And you have a good day.